Hi, I want to talk to you guys about thoughts versus thinking about our thoughts. So, you've heard me say this before. We have like over 60,000 thoughts a day popping into our head. Most of those thoughts are negative, and most of those thoughts are of the past or the future. So, we're either ruminating about the past, something that happened in the past, or we're fearing about the future, fretting about it, trying to figure out how to not make that dreadful future happen. So it's a good idea to manage your thoughts. Otherwise, they will manage you. And the way that we can do that is when thoughts pop into our head, first, we got to recognize that we didn't come up with this thought. It just came. It's what we do with that thought when it pops in the head. I mean, seriously, if you think about it, where do these thoughts come from? They just pop into our heads. It's like we don't decide, okay, today I'm going to worry about my bills all day long. Or they just come, right? And like we've programmed ourselves to have all these negative thoughts and they just come. So if we don't even know where they're coming from, why are we putting so much stake into them? That's a good question. So when thoughts come into our head, learning to recognize that we are not the thought. Okay, we're not our emotions, we're not our thoughts. And so we need to learn to pull out of those thoughts and become the observer of those thoughts. So what that means is that we're looking almost down, or however you want to look at it. So we're pulled away from all the chaos in our heads and going, wow, look at those crazy thoughts. Man, I'm thinking about that a lot today. And that's what meditation does for us, is it helps us to slow down the thoughts and learn to become the observer. So meditation is not to clear the mind. It's to learn to become the observer of the mind or the traffic in our head. So first off is to pull yourself away from the chatter in your mind and just notice it. Okay? And know that that is not who you are. You are the consciousness where all those thoughts are popping into. So here's an example. When you look into the sky and you see clouds, the clouds are not the sky. The sky is the space that the clouds are in. And our thoughts are not our mind. The mind is the space that the thoughts come in. We're the space. We are the space. And the thoughts just keep flowing in. So we have to manage them. So number one, pull yourself out and realize, acknowledge that you are not your thoughts. I'm just like, oh, there's a silly little thought. Oh, I like that thought. Oh, where'd that thought pop in? Oh, geez, I just thought about my childhood. That's crazy. Something that happened in my childhood. Oh, you get the picture. Just maybe it's like popcorn. I don't know. So just know you're not your thoughts. Pull yourself away, and meditation can help you do that. So I highly recommend you get into a meditation practice. And if you need some help with that, just DM me and I can help you with that. So pull yourself away from the thoughts and then notice your thoughts and let the ones go by that don't serve you. So I like to question my thoughts. So you might want to write these questions down, especially if you're struggling with an ongoing repetitive thoughts about something. So first, is every thought in my head true? Is every thought in my head true? And how do I know that it's true? Or is it just a perspective I'm having? Is this thought serving me? So me thinking about this thought, is it helping me? Is it serving me? What's it doing for me to have this thought? And then, what is the cost of me believing this thought? So, what is the cost of believing this thought? And then here's the big one. What emotion would I feel when I let this thought go? I'm going to say these one more time. Is every thought in my head true? Is this thought serving me? What is the cost of believing this thought? And what emotion would I feel if I let this thought go? There's a scripture that says, take every thought into the obedience of God. And that's kind of what we're doing here. And, God, universe. And to me, that means, what does scripture say? That God is love. So take every thought into the obedience of love. Is it serving you? Is it helping you? What do you feel when you feel it? How does it help others? That's another question. First, realize that you're not your thoughts by becoming the observer of your thoughts. You pull away from them, notice them. It's like busy traffic on the road. And then choose the thoughts that you want to think about. And then if these thoughts are causing you to feel down or feel negative or not have joy, taking away your joy piece, run it through those questions. Is every thought in my head true? Is this thought serving me? What is the cost of me believing this thought? What emotion would I feel if I let this thought go? See how it does for you. That helps me. So I'm constantly pulling away and saying, no, I don't want to think about it. And it's not like I'm putting my head in the sand. It's like, I don't want to think about that thought. I almost said that. It's like I can come up with whatever meaning I want about the thought. It's not the thought that caused our suffering, but our own thinking about them. So say you get passed up from a promotion. You have all these thoughts going on. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Why did they give it to them? Oh, they must be, friends with the boss or blah, 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 blah. It's not fair. Da, 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 da. Go on and on and on. You could just get yourself thinking and thinking and thinking about things that happened and things that are going to happen. All this negativity. Or you could be thinking, well, this happened for a reason. Maybe there's probably something better coming up. Or maybe this is pushing me in a direction out. If you need to move on because you're not being respected and you're not being recognized for what you do. The universe has a way of pushing us in directions. So even the negative things in our life are for a positive reason. How do I choose to think about the situation and reframing it? It's hard, I know. The universe has your back. We are designed to flourish, to create, to have abundant joy here. Even through our struggles. Our struggles make us stronger. So, observe your thoughts. Choose the ones that serve you.